Saturday. Yes, Saturday's all right for GarageCam. It's usually on Fridays, but this is GarageCam on a Saturday here from Martinsville Speedway. And no, I'm not Elton John. I'm not a good singer there, but hey, this is our show. This is our fun show here on NASCAR.com, live and interactive. It's a tour of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series garage like you will get nowhere else unless you have a hot pass. And sometimes it's even better than that because we're going to talk to some drivers. We're going to see all the cars here from Martinsville Speedway. The beautiful paperclip here, Ridgeway, Virginia. Oh, it's Jeb Burton's number 26, Bobby Baykeef, doing his best to not get on camera at the right rear of this car. The number 26 Maxim.com machine. These cars, of course, at the end here don't have garage stalls, but hey, that's okay. Matt DiBenedetto's number 83 Dr. Pepper ride right here. Okay, if you're new to GarageCam or you're watching maybe for the first time, look to the right of this number 23 of J.J. Yaley, and you'll see a chat room. Hop in, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you want to see here on NASCAR.com. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. We got a bunch of people working behind the scenes. Roshan Brown, all the people in Charlotte, they're monitoring this chat room. We have a Sprint tablet. Nick Duncan, our producer, is holding right here. Wave hi. And we're monitoring the chat, so let's be colorful, too. Let's have some fun in that chat today. J.J. Elliott, of course, cancer.org on the side of this car. American Cancer Society, great to see them raising support for American Cancer Society. Speaking of which, I just wanted to personally extend some thoughts and prayers to Steve Burns, and I think everybody watching the show should take a moment to reflect and send your thoughts and prayers his way and his family's way as he continues to fight as hard as he can against his bout with cancer. Steve Burns, a definite hero of a lot of us here in the garage area, the way he handles himself with dignity, and one heck of a human being, not just a great reporter. So we miss you over here, Steve Burns. The number 25 making a lot of headlines this week, of course, because that's the debut of the NASCAR Xfinity Series champion, Chase Elliott, here in the Cup Series. Angela Bortz. Hi, I'd like to see Chase Elliott. It's his first Cup race. Go, kid, go. Well, here is the number 25. Good to see a Hendrick number 25 back in a garage area. It's been a while since we've seen the 25 in the Hendrick stable. Chase Elliott qualifying yesterday. Of course, GarageCam was postponed yesterday because of rain. So we're having a rare Saturday show, so everybody enjoying some corn flakes or Cheerios or whatnot watching here. Welcome to the show. And there's Chase Elliott's car. His mom just bringing Chick-fil-A to some of the crew guys just before we ventured over here into this pit area. Josh Wise, saw him this morning, looking a little chilly. You see a lot of these guys bundled up this morning. Well, that's because it's a little chilly here in Martinsville. Conditions here a little brisk, as we can say. Our audio guy, CJ, thinks they're pretty brisk. It is a little chilly. I'm built for this weather. I love it. Hey, look, it's Kyle Sheldon from NASCAR Social. What's up? Hi, Kyle Sheldon. And you know what? You can tell it's cold here in the garage area when you see this, folks. Okay? This right here is some tarps. Why do they do this? To keep some heat into these garage areas. But you know what's great about GarageCam? We go wherever we want. So look, hey, inside. It's not a blue deck lid to this car, bumper cover, but the number 32 of Mike Bliss today as we squeeze on in here. Inside the garage, little blue tarp action, trying to keep it warm here in the garage area. Alex Bowman's number 7 right next door. You saw Alex Bowman on our NASCAR Goes West journey, a little NASCAR spring break. We had some fun with him. He surfed me. Just like saying that. It's pretty odd. But we like odd here on NASCAR.com. Landon Castle, NBS Newton Building Supplies, on board this number 40 for this week. And here's a guy who's kind of starting to turn his season around. Old smoke. Tony Stewart here in the Mobile One Bass Pro Shops number 14, of course. Big thanks to Mobile One for their support of NASCAR.com and your show. GarageCam here. This is the fan show, and Mobile One supports our show, and we support them as well. And hopefully our whole entire GarageCam community does as well. And of course, guess what else they're supporting? Race Buddy on NASCAR.com. And we're going to give you here in a second or two. We're going to tell you who your in-car cameras will be on Race Buddy on NASCAR.com. The number 35 of Cole Witt right here. And then, of course, right next door, Sam Hornish Jr. The number 9, of course, not a great season so far, the start of the season. This number 9 team struggling a bit. A crash last weekend at California, but they got the car back on the track. That's what counts. And of note, something that wasn't said by many people last week, all 43 cars finished the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race at California last week, which is a very rare thing. You don't see that very often in our sport. Such a competitive sport and such grueling races at times mechanically, and then the competition leads to maybe some accidents, but what a clean race last week and what an entertaining one it was at Auto Club Speedway. Chris Buescher, the number 34. Actually, last week, Tony Raines was the spotter on the number 9 when they got into a little crash, and Tony took fault for that. The type of guy he is. Tony Raines, a stand-up guy. Well, Tony's over here spotting for Chris Buescher this week, the Texas native. Great to see Raines behind the headset. I'd like to see him behind the wheel, but he'll be helping this young racer right here, the number 34. Get it done here at the Paperclip. And we were talking about Race Buddy in cars. Well, you know what? Alex Kennedy right there, the Dream Factory car, isn't one of them, but right next door, his neighbor in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series garage, Trevor Bayne. It's one of several drivers that will be on Race Buddy this year, including the number 4 this week, including the number 4 of Kevin Harvick, the number 13 of Casey Mears, the number 15 of Clint Boyer, the 43 of Eric Amarola, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. The number 17, Ricky Stenhouse right here. So far, not many drivers surfacing. Well, that's because it's cold, darn it. These guys don't want to be out here until the last second. Hopefully we give some shout outs to some people in the chat room, including first person in the chat room, Dylan Joyce. Dylan Joyce, you got the pole position today, buddy. Pole position for Dylan Joyce. Can I see the number 13 of Casey Mears today? Well, we will definitely show you. That 13 is scooted up a little further in this garage area than maybe we're used to seeing. Great stuff for the 13 Geico Chevrolet team this year. G. Gilly, all you David Gilliland fans, the Love's Truck Stop, number 38. We had a few Love's Truck Stops on the NASCAR Goes West journey last week and had some fun. Over here, the H. Scott pits. And that's Justin Allgaier's number 51, a backup machine being prepared currently by this crew. Of course, garage area not opening until pretty late this morning. I believe it was 8 a.m., but this team was able to come in here early and start to prepare this backup ride. Little trouble in turn number 3 during qualifying caused Justin Allgaier to make some severe contact with the wall and tear up the right rear of this number 51 SwitchHitch.com Chevrolet SS. So backup car it is for Justin Allgaier. Brett Moffitt once again filling in for Brian Vickers in this number 55 Aaron's Dream Machine for the Michael Waltrip Racing Stables. David Griffin. What's up, David? Danica Patrick. This is a track that, you know, people say, hey, the super speedways are where Danica Patrick is going to get her best finish. But Christian Robb, you want to see this number 10 car? Well, this is a place that you want to watch the 10 car because Danica can get around here pretty well, and she really has shown that in the past. And had a pretty sporty number 10 car with this new paint scheme this week so far here yesterday at Martinsville. Jeff Gordon, the 8-time winner here at Martinsville, tied with Jimmy Johnson, is the number 24, the Exalta Machine. You know, Jeff was hinting that he really likes racing here so much that this might not be his last year racing here. You know, he said he's retiring. Maybe not retiring from full-time competition, but maybe not retiring from competition at all. So, you know, it's kind of alluding to the fact that maybe if he did do a one-off race or two, this could be a place that he could get it done, Jeff Gordon. We know this is a place where he can get that grandfather clock. And of course, this place is known for grandfather clocks, and a guy that would like to get one of those would be Greg Biffle. Always seems to be snake bitten here at the Paperclip in Virginia. This weekend, hoping that fierce fire ant killer machine could strike a little fear in the competition. Out here into the bright sunshine, Clint Boyer's number 15 5-hour energy machine. Races pretty well here. It doesn't exactly have the greatest stats here if you're a fantasy fan, but hey, Clint Boyer can get it done, and he's a guy that could be a sleeper to put on your team, I say, this weekend. Crew backing this machine in. The number 3 of Austin Dillon, some trouble afoot with this number 3 in practice yesterday, but all good. They're ready to go. Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson, remember in his pre-rookie season, making a start here in the fall, driving for James Finch in the number 51 machine. So has a little bit more experience here. Oh, Kirby's here. Hi, Kirby. Say hi, Kirby. Here's the Aris number 19. Well, we've only talked to Carl Edwards, I think, twice or one time so far this year on our show. But he is moving up in the garage area, so, you know, by the time the show is over, some of these guys will be coming to their cars pretty late. I assume we will start seeing drivers with about 5 minutes to go. Jamie McMurray's car right here. The number 1 team having a good year so far is Jamie McMurray, and right next door, Kyle Busch's car, of course, Kyle at home. A lot warmer than we are right now. You see the snow hats, the toques, the toboggans on everybody's head. Depends on what part of the country you're from. But David Reagan involved in a little skirmish there last week with Jeff Gordon at Auto Club Speedway, but back here in the number 18 machine. Oh, this guy's gotten done before. He had the hat trick, the natural hat trick, the turkey, so to say, a few years ago. Denny Hamlin winning 3 races in a row here at Martinsville. The FedEx Express Toyota for the Joe Gibbs Racing Stables. Matt Kenseth, the number 20. Kenseth does not have a win here at Martinsville. Statistically not very strong. The 2013, his top finish here, I believe it was a runner-up finish here at Martinsville. So if you're a stat nerd, it might not be your pick, but Matt Kenseth has proven that he can overcome. See if he can get a win here, grandfather clock. Booty Barker wheeling himself into the number 13 pits. We had some requests to see the Casey Mears Geico ride, and there it is for you. Casey Mears having a very strong season so far, as is A.J. Allmendinger, the number 47. Eric Amarola, STP, the Racer's Edge, on board this weekend. The traditional petty blue paint scheme, very popular here and at every track that we go to. And here comes Casey Mears. Hey, let's take a look at this real quick. What do you got? Come on. What you got?
Got the visor finish for Steve Burns.
All right, man. That's awesome. Gonna put him on the car?
Yeah.
Come on.
On my helmet.
On your helmet? That's awesome, man. Driver showing some support for Steve Burns here. Gotta love that. Burns strong. Casey Mears, one heck of a guy. When you get to know Casey Mears, kind of a quiet guy, but has a big heart. About to put some Steve Burns stickers on his helmet. Burnsy, if you're watching at home, buddy, you gotta love that. Mears and Burns, you gotta love it. I've had the fortunate chance to work with Steve Burns for so many years, from TNN to Totally NASCAR and on the Fox side. So really great to see the respect paid to Steve Burns here this weekend. As everybody supports Steve and he's in his current fight against cancer, we love to see Steve Burns continue to kick some butt. The number 43 right here. And there's a kid right over here warming up, Gavin Grubbs. That's a muscular dystrophy. And special guest of Eric Amarola is Gavin Grubbs. And how much fun are you having so far this weekend, Gav?
A lot.
A lot? What's been the highlight of your weekend so far?
The interview with Mike Helton.
Did he tell you anything really interesting?
Yes.
What was it?
That he might teach Eric Jones how to grow a mustache.
You think he could do it, though? I don't know.
That's going to be hard.
No, you're friends with Joey Logano. He can't grow a mustache either.
No.
He was telling me that you were staying at his house, the house this week or whatever, and you guys had a good time.
Yeah.
Tell the fans here on GarageCam what Joey Logano is like, because everybody sees him on TV, but you're friends with him.
He's just a normal guy. He's pretty goofy.
Pretty goofy.
And goofy looking.
So what are you doing here this weekend? Because I've seen you've been interviewing people and doing all sorts of stuff. How much of a dream come true is this?
How much of a dream come true is this?
Hey.
It's Eric Amarola. Hey, you're gonna take the wheel here and kick him out of this seat or what?
I don't want to, really.
You gonna race him with this thing or what?
He'll probably beat me.
So this weekend doing all these interviews, you're in the press conference room doing some interviews there, but you do have the best seat in the house right now because we have a heater right here.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right, buddy. The car just started. We'll see you. Thanks. Good to meet you, Gavin. Gavin right there. You've seen him all weekend interviewing some drivers here in the garage area. A special guest of STP and the Petty organization here. Well, he's brought a smile to a lot of people's faces. It's a funny little kid, man. I love it. Having a good time. That car startled him a little bit, but hey, when you're standing next to a NASCAR Sprint Cup Series stock car, even if you're a big old goofy camera guy like me, and I've been around race cars my whole life, it'll startle you. Paul Menard, the Pittsburgh paint, number 27. That beard probably keeping him warm today. I grew up around this weather, so I kind of like it. Let's see if we can get some shout-outs from people right here on the, because we haven't really mentioned too many fans here on the show, so make sure you keep on chiming in there. We'll get Brett Brown to give us a list of some people for shout-outs. Matthew Jackson. Louis DiDonato, I know you're in there. Matthew Jackson was saying, wanted to extend a quick prayer to J.D. Gibbs. Okay, it sounds like we're praying for a lot of people and thinking of a lot of people here on GarageCam, but we are, because we're a big family here in NASCAR, and J.D. Gibbs starting to undergo treatment for some issues right now, health issues, and J.D. Gibbs is a really good dude. We say that a lot about a lot of people, but the Gibbs family, the type of brand of character they are in this sport, very well respected, and we are standing behind J.D. Gibbs and his entire family at this time. Sarah Stingle. I can never watch GarageCam on Friday because I'm at school, but now I can because it was postponed. Well, hey, there you go. You're not getting in trouble trying to watch it at school, and this is awesome. We get to talk to you on a Saturday. Holla. Love that you're watching the show. Everybody tuning in on a rare Saturday GarageCam. Casey Kane, the Farmers Insurance, number 5 right here in the garage area. All you Casey Kane fans. And the hat of the day, let's just give hat of the day award to this guy right here. That is the hat of the day. I think it's cold, so cold that our zoom might be broken on our camera. And there is Jimmy Johnson getting ready to strap into the number 48 Lowe's machine right here. Talking some things over with the crew, getting the helmet out of the car. Jimmy, one of the guys that puts the hat on before he gets in. Getting his ears in before climbing in here for this practice. The crew will back up this machine and get it nose out so you can pull out easier. Number 31, Ryan Newman, has been fast so far this weekend at Martinsville. Always good here at the short tracks is Ryan Newman, the former USAC Sprint Car ace, who almost stole the Sprint Cup Series championship last year in that finale at Homestead. Red Keselowski's crew, rear end of this car jacked up right now. Tune in on this engine. There is Ryan Newman walking by. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s number 88 Diet Mountain Dew machine. The Mooresville, North Carolina native. Well, actually, a lot of people say Earnhardt. You think Kannapolis, North Carolina, but Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Dirty Mo Posse, very well known for Mooresville, North Carolina. Of course, living there as well. Kurt Busch, what a run that he had last week in California. Almost stealing the win in the Golden State in this Haas Automation Chevrolet. Looking for bigger and better things here this weekend. Of course, Kurt Busch, winner here last year of this race. He's got the Monster Energy lid on, ready to go. Hoping to get another grandfather clock here at Martinsville. And our favorite PR guy, Rory, looking over his shoulder, wondering what we're shooting, doing his job. Gotta love him. Good guy. Cars are started up. It's a little loud here in the NASCAR garage area. And here's your pole sitter for this weekend, Joey Logano, strapping into the number 22. What's up? We just met your best friend over there, Gavin.
Oh, man.
Having a good time in the garage area. Who's having a better time? You being on the pole this weekend in a fast rocket, or Gavin?
Probably both of us in different ways, right? Hopefully I keep having fun. He's for sure going to have fun. Mine's a little iffy, depending on how the race goes.
By the way, we like the Joey Logano hat there.
Oh, thank you.
That's kind of a new look. I kind of like it.
You like that?
I like it.
I can hook you up with
the
one.
JL logo is
I
pretty
know
cool.
a guy.
You know a guy.
I know
Are they
a
for
guy.
sale? We can help
No,
up
they
you.
are for sale at joeylogano.com. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
little plug for you. Joey Logano and this number 22 ride right here. If you're a big Joey Logano fan, you can get that hat that he's wearing. Go to joeylogano.com. Well, let's see if we can get our Zoom working here, folks. So maybe we could show you Kevin Harvick. Things are freezing up here in the NASCAR garage area, I think including our camera. So we're going to just go wide for the rest of the show. Let's see some shout-outs here. Dalton G., you wanted to see Joey Logano's number 22 Ford. Where there's a look at the nose of this beautiful Ford right now. Slam down to the ground here with the no ride high rules. These cars look bad fast, I'll tell you what, including Martin Truex Jr.'s number 78, who typically isn't too good here at Martinsville, but this 78 has had speed all year long. And you see Martin right there, taking the coat off and getting ready to hop in here and do battle for practice. All race trim practice today here on Saturday, getting ready for tomorrow's STP 500. Hey, Madison, Miss Sprint Cup. We can ask you about the 2015 Sprint fan vote.
Yeah, so the Sprint fan vote's going on right now. You can log online to sprint.com/speed, or you can go to your NASCAR mobile app, which is free for Sprint customers. Cast your vote for your favorite driver and get them into the Sprint All-Star race in May at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
So have you heard a lot of people talking about it, and And you're not allowed to have a favorite to vote for, are you?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to have a favorite. You know, last year Josh Wise won. It was kind of unexpected, so you definitely want to cast your vote online today. Plus, when you share it to Facebook and Twitter, you get double the votes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you could potentially have 4
And
votes
that's
in
proof
one
that
day.
your vote counts. Josh
Yes.
Wise, an underdog last year. That was an amazing story.
Yeah, totally cool. So definitely go on your NASCAR mobile app, vote right now for the Sprint fan vote.
All right, Madison, thank you very much for joining us here on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Good little pickup there by Nick Duncan looking over. Oh, by the way, this great mustache right here is Zach Albert. My favorite mustache in the garage, NASCAR.com writer. He wrote an amazing piece this weekend about a nearby Lost Speedway, Danville Speedway, and its connection to NASCAR Hall of Famer Wendell Scott. So make sure you check out NASCAR.com for that story. Really, really, really good story that I'm a racing history buff, and I really enjoyed watching that on NASCAR.com. So a lot of history here in this region of Virginia connected with NASCAR. A lot of history here at Martinsville Speedway. The first winner, 1949, Red Byron. Curtis Turner getting the pole the first year. Joey Logano, another guy that's driving a number 22 on the pole here so many years later. So much history here, and some things have changed, like the Martinsville hot dog. Not a Jesse Jones hot dog anymore, but a recipe that's, well, I'll tell you what, I'll be pretty frank with you, pun intended. Not too bad, pretty darn close. So make sure you checked it out. The interview should post at some point here, maybe this weekend, with Clay Campbell, dealing with the new Martinsville hot dog and telling us all about it. You'll see that on NASCAR.com as well. Make sure you see the FedEx preview show. And, of course, Sunday morning, tune in to Race Center on NASCAR.com. I believe we'll have Kenny Bruce and Chris Rice previewing the STP 500 for you on NASCAR.com. Hey, let's go over to give you a really cool look as these cars pull out. Hey, Kyle Sheldon again. Hey, how you doing? So you're shooting me. You're shooting me, shooting you.
We're live streaming on Periscope. This is actually
Hello,
from
Periscope.
Kyle Sheldon's handle, but just doing a little testing.
Testing. So
Won't take anything away from
hi
my friends.
and then hi. Look,
These are
we're
the
looking at each
professionals
other.
here. These
This
are the
is
professionals,
amazing.
folks.
Live streaming from a phone. Well, it's a little lighter than what we have on GarageCam, but hopefully you're watching here on NASCAR.com as we look at the guy who's finished no worse than second this year, and that would be the number 4 car of Kevin Harvick. What a season so far for this Rodney Childers-led team. Hoping to continue that success here at the Paperclip, but you never know. This is beating and banging. This is short track racing here this weekend. It's an exciting brand of racing indeed. Let's see if we can give you a few more shout outs here on the Sprint tablet. Trent Lonan, guy stuck in the 5 car. I don't know what that means, but I guess there was a guy inside there. Dylan G. Mike A, can I please see 100% of the 25? Chase Elliott, thanks so much. Well, the cars are rolling. You see the officials giving the sign. The STP 500, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox Sports 1. Okay, so make sure you tune into Fox Sports 1 for the race this weekend. So much history, so much tradition bestowed upon this little half-mile oval. An unassuming patch of real estate here nearby Martinsville, Virginia, making so much noise for so many years and such a huge part of our sport. NASCAR, the Sprint Cup Series. We'll show you all these cars rolling out here. We got about 30 seconds before practice kicks off. Denny Hamlin, the multi-time winner here. Can he get himself another grandfather clock? Jamie McMurray, he's a guy that wants one. Carl Edwards going right for us. Having some fun. Austin Dillon, Clint Boyer. Greg Biffle doesn't have a clock. He wants one. This guy has 8 of them. He wants another. Jeff Gordon, his final full season of competition in a place that has meant so much to his career. The number 55. David Reagan, the number 18. Martinsville, as Monty Dutton used to sing, he still does, a place frozen in space and time. It's meant so much to so many of us in the sport, from a Guy like me coming as a young kid to now working in the series, not much has changed at Martinsville, and that's what we love about it. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. This is NASCAR.com GarageCam. Enjoy the week off from NASCAR. Enjoy the STP 500 here from Martinsville, 1 p.m. on Fox Sports. And until next time, we'll see you at the races.